Hi, today we're going to look at Eui Am, 45 movements and a second degree pattern. Within this pattern, there are really 4 segments to the whole pattern. 2 of those segments are repeated, which means that in essence we only have to learn 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of movements because of that repetition that's in there, just doing the opposite side. But let's go through it step by step so you understand each of the moves. We start off in Moya Chombisogi D, closed ready stance D. First movement, knee spring, through, and we come into an inward knife hand block, which is on my chest line. Make sure my fist is hovering 1 centimetre above the bicep deltoid joint. As we go to the next move, we go to a high out forearm block, and with this we are in reverse half facing. Notice as I go through to this next move, what happens is I push the arm forwards as well as outwards. If you just go outwards, it becomes quite weak. So as I move, I push through, forwards, as well as that reverse half facing with my pelvis. From here we have to correct our hips, and we go into full facing, into our first punch, middle. We then go into our low Chagi, twisting kick. We keep our hand exactly where it is in this movement, so we do not move it, and we hold the Chagi for a second. We come down into a downward check-in block, but this is continuous moves. We have a knee spring, and then go into a knife hand rising block. The check-in block comes down in a circular motion. From here, we go into a back fist in X stance. Make sure we're half facing. Make sure that both my feet are pointing the same way. At 45 degrees, we come through. Push my shin into the back of my calf. I rotate, but I need to look at my foot on the floor. I position my foot on the floor as I come. My elbow comes behind, and then I execute my punch. From here, we go into a reverse turning kick. It's at 45 degrees. The video that we did the other day will demonstrate this. I rotate, I extend my arm. As I extend my arm, I then execute the kick. Then in stamping motion, sitting stance with the knife hand strike. I then go into my side kick. My side kick is quite important because what we need to look at is it coming straight. So we take the camera down the other side. What we see is that I bring my knee and my foot straight up. Rather than bringing my knee across too far, I need to almost push my side kick, and I pull my hands in the opposite direction. So as I rotate my foot on the floor, I lift in my knee and my foot up to this position, and then as I rotate, pull the arms back, I go into my side kick, and then land into my crescent punch, and then into my turning punch. Turning punch needs to be solar plexus height on my center line. Okay? Then all we do is repeat from the other side. So from here, inward knife and strike, high, out forearm block in reverse half facing, punch, twist kick. Okay, we come back to normal position now, so we see the next part of the pattern. So as you see, both of those elements, they're repeated just on the other side. So we go from our turning punch. From here, we step out and we do a hechimaki, wedging block, knife hand. So this is middle. The wedging block part, the tools, my knife hand, is on the outside of my shoulders. My fingertips are shoulder height. We then go to Dolmyamaki using my reverse knife hand. This reverse knife hand needs to be at 25 degrees, same as my rear foot, and the fingers are at my shoulder height, even though I'm dipped down with that reverse half facing. I correct my foot to the back. I set my foot. As I bring my foot into Basogi and a twin downward palm block. This is on 25 degrees, the same as my front foot. From here, I go into an obverse punch in L stance. This is 15 degrees, same as my front foot. We then repeat this again on the other side. So now we start going to our next phase. So I come back and slip into my reverse knife hand block. I now need to go into my reverse turning kick, which is high. So, as we talked about the other day, we need to get my ball of my foot to the centre of my rear foot, I rotate. I extend the arm from here, then I extend the leg, 75 degrees, down into Drip Bow Sogi. One shoulder width from the outside of my toes to the outside of the foot, in high, out form, guarding block. Again, my foot is in the center. I rotate. I extend the arm. Round and come 75 degrees, and in. Drip Bow Sogi again, high guarding block. Step back, low knife hand block. Slip my foot into a walking stance, middle punch. Repeat. Slip my foot into a middle punch. Then finish, knee spring, and into a high punch. Oh yeah. I come back, crossing my arms, into Moi Chomi Sogi D. Okay, so let's go through the whole piece now. Let's see the whole pattern put together. Okay, there we have Eui Am Tul. Hope you enjoy it. Look at all of those aspects to it, try to perfect each part of it. Do each section before moving on to the next section and perfect that section. Thank you.